Hey guys, we're back with another episode of GPK Radio. This is probably the most jam-packed show you're gonna get. I got so much stuff going on here, and we got to get to all of it because some of it's time sensitive. We got a GPK Magnet review coming up. We got an interview coming up. We got the Series 11 review coming up. So this is all happening in this one show. I just want to start off with some good news. I got an email with a picture in it. And I think someone was thanking me for the last episode. There you go. Thank you for the offer, Tessie. But as you know, unfortunately, I am taken. Sorry, honey. I would. GPK Radio remembers Black History Month. Let's take a minute and pay tribute to some of our favorite black garbage pail kids. Alright guys, let's get the review going for the Garbage Pail Kid Magnets that were just released the same day as episode 12, Valentine's Day. Alright, let's go over the covers first, the package covers. We got Atom Bomb with a red background, Ghastly Ashley. You got Semicolon with a blue background, and you got Potty Scotty. Let's see. Did they pick all the right Garbage Pail Kids to grace the covers of these packages? I'm going to say if any of them were to be replaced, I would say maybe Potty Scotty. I'm sorry, Strictly GPK, don't kill me. I think that maybe Schizophrenic should have been there, or Joe Blow, or, I like Potty Scotty. I just don't think he's a cover guy, even though out of every card, they did choose him to grace the package cover of Series 6. That is, after they chose to stop going with Atom Bomb. I guess Potty Scotty was next in line. So I guess I'm wrong, but I just don't see it. As you all know, the GPKUG member Bake Jake, I believe his name is Glenn, made most of the concepts for this magnet set. He did a really good job. I'm really happy to see them come to life. Alright, let's go over them. I'm going to show those cards too, side by side sort of, and you could see how it all started and how it ended. Stan Alive, John Travolta spin-off of course. Never watched the movie though. Here's the original art. Pretty much exactly the same thing. Gary Goyle. The best gargoyle movie ever is Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. You guys gotta watch this. It's a movie with 3 stories in it, like Creepshow, and the last one is about a gargoyle. Look it up, buy it, whatever you gotta do. Just try to watch it. It's a great horror movie. Not to Be. Great concept, once again, by Bake Jake. Never saw the whole play, but I do know the reference. Here's the original art. Pretty much identical. Tony Starch. Listen, you could just call me a fortune teller at this point. Listen to what I said in episode 5 of GPK Radio. George Washington. This was the first concept for Iron Man, if you didn't know. Between this and Stormy Heather, Jesus. I can't predict next week's lottery numbers, but I am very tuned into GPK. Breezy Betty, a parody of one of my favorite girls ever, Marilyn Monroe. Her best movie is Some Like It Hot. Please try and see that before you croak. Phantom. Love the classic GPK sneakers. Great reference without a great gag, I guess. I guess he's playing like a toy piano like Linus. That's like sort of funny. Here's the original art. No piano. Just pretty much standing there. Son Bernie. Okay, now I gotta say, even before Dracula got that far, he would have been dead. Looks like a long hike to the spot he's lounging at. I mean, hell, when the gang and I all go to the beach, my feet are burning up on the hot sand a quarter mile before I even get to my spot if I forgot my sandals. But Dracula, the anti-sun guy, gets that far in? I don't know. Dawn Poor. When I saw this fan GPK from Baked Jake 6 years ago, I thought it was so clever and probably one of his most clever. I'm really glad it made it to this set. I have one question though. When it's not raining, what does Dawn use for a head? Topiary Terry. Ah, it's another attack from Edward Scissorhands. Noah Constrictor. I love when people have these wild, violent animals as pets, and they're shocked when the pets turn on them. Hey, did you know that Jake the Snake Roberts, speaking of 80s stuff, had charges brought up against him because he let his snake Damien starve to death in his garage? Ivy. I guess Ivy will die after this donation. Curious Kate. I get it, and I don't get it. Cats kind of lose their brain when they're high on catnip, but I'm not sure. Overall, what do I rate the entire set of the new cards? I'll give it 8.5. By the way, now we all have a semicolon no number. Just don't look at the bottom left of the card. And he's not called semicolon either. Wanted for grand fraud. Liar. Also guilty of the following crimes: assault and battery of anything resembling the truth. Total incapacity to be frank, even in his own diary. Writing fiction without a license. As you all know, there's a collector out there who has an amazing amount of Garbage Pail Kid items. You all subscribe to his channel, Strictly GPK. But do you really know the man behind the collection? Well, I don't. Or I didn't. Until now. I did a little interview with Ray, the GPK killer. And it was a really fun interview. Got a lot of good stuff out of him. He really kind of sounds like the voice of the collectors to me. When I talked to him, I felt like he was answering questions the same way I would. I mean, it was really really interesting to hear where he was coming from on everything. The interview is about 15 minutes, so what I did was I'm breaking it up in 2 parts. You're going to hear 7 or 8 questions tonight, and then 7 or 8 questions in episode 3. So here's the really fun interview I did with Ray, Strictly GPK.
Killer. Coming at you.
Okay, everybody, I'm here with probably the most famous Garbage Pail Kid fan and collector on YouTube, Ray, the GPK killer, Strictly GPK. What's going on, buddy?
Hey man, what's going on, Juice? How you doing, man?
Not too bad. It's great having you here on the show.
Yeah, man, no problem. Glad to help out the show any way I can. Looking forward to doing your interview.
All right, cool. When someone becomes as big of a fan and has so much stuff like you got, I guess the obvious. How did you get into Garbage Pail Kids? How old were you? Were you there for the originals? You know, how did it all start?
Well, you know, I was 9 years old when GPK came out. My parents bought me a few packs, and ever since then, I've always loved GPK and been trying to get them. You know, I've been in and out of collecting. As of now, I'm really hardcore into it. I found out about GPK when I was 9 years old.
Do you still have the original cards you bought when you were 9, or is most of your stuff eBay stuff?
All I have from then is a notebook with first, second, and third series, and they're stuck on the notebook. So and it's pretty beat up. It shows its age.
Oh wow!
That's all I have.
But that's probably one of your most sentimental possessions, right?
Yeah, I still have it, and, you know, it brings back a lot of good memories.
How did you feel in 1988 when Garbage Pail Kids stopped production?
I really didn't notice it because I was into a lot of different things. Back when I was a kid, you know, it just faded out, and I was into other stuff, so didn't notice it.
Yeah, same with me. What were your thoughts when you heard Garbage Pail Kids were coming back in 2004?
To tell you the truth, I didn't know they were coming back until I was in a store and seen All New Series 3. And I picked up a few packs. So I didn't even know.
Wow. When you opened Series 2, were you just looking at the cards, like squinting, like what the hell am I looking at, or like is this the wrong? Did they put the cards in the wrong pack, or?
Yeah, I mean, the art wasn't that great. A&S 2 through 7, that's me, but I really wasn't into the A&S series, and I basically just bought all my complete sets off eBay. I didn't really open packs. You know, I wanted to complete my collection, so I bought all the sets, and I bought a sealed box of every series, so.
Right.
I mean, you know, the art is what it is. I mean, I have a piece of Final Art, hand soap. I mean, I like that one. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, some of it's pretty bad, and some of it I like.
Yeah, you know, I wish I had, like, multiple sets of each one. That way I could just, I would get my little Trapper Keeper, and I would just put all the good ones in it and make, like, the bad ones never existed. But unfortunately, unfortunately, I don't have that many of each one. Because just like you, man, there was all new series that came out, and I didn't even know it. I didn't even know, like, 4 through 6 came out, and then I was so done with it at that point. I just didn't care,
Right.
you know. Yeah, I just went and got my complete sets.
Pretty much the same. I remember getting 2 boxes of A&S 7, and I started opening the packs, and I stopped halfway through. I just threw them in the closet. I wasn't into them, man. I wasn't into them.
What do you think of the GPK movie?
GPK Movie. Honestly, I only have childhood memories of that, and I think I'm gonna keep it that way. I do have 2 sealed copies of the movie.
Oh yeah?
I was gonna open one up to watch it, but I don't know, man. I don't want to ruin my memories, because I used to love that movie when I was little.
Okay, so what you're saying is your childhood memories were good ones.
Right.
You think if
And
you watch
I watch it now,
yeah.
I don't know if it will be the same.
When was the last time you watched it? Like back in when you were 9 and 10 and all that?
Yeah, probably when I was like 11 or 12.
Oh my god. Okay, you're right. It was a really good movie. So did you skip my show where I reviewed it, or did you watch that one?
No, I watched it.
Yeah.
You know?
You did watch it. I think you actually commented on that video, if I remember. Are you the one who wrote "No GPK commercials"? Ha ha ha.
I'm not sure. I have to go back and look at that.
Yeah, I'll go back. What did you think of the GPK cartoon?
Tell you the truth, man. I don't even know if I've ever seen a cartoon.
You're so funny, man. Like, you're so into it, but you just don't care about those kind of things.
I mean,
That's funny.
the I've seen a DVD of the cartoon, but I don't know.
I never watched it.
The cartoon, bro.
What is your favorite series?
Gotta be first series.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if you recall, but remember my first episode, I said that we all know Garbage Pail Kids started in Series 2. So I guess you were listening and you were like, that's not true.
Yeah, I mean, between 1 and 3.
Okay, that's it for the first half of the interview. As you could see, it was pretty good, right? Pretty funny stuff. He's a really funny guy. In the second half, I get into stuff like, what do you think of all new series art as a whole? What did you think of the art from series 10 through 15? Will he always collect Garbage Pail Kids? What's his collection worth? Does he have any advice for collectors? What does he think of the flashback cards? What's his greatest crowning piece of his whole entire collection? And then I talk about the success of his YouTube channel and how that all started. So the next half of the interview is really informative. So it was a pretty good interview with him. I don't think there was a dull moment. And if there was, it was already edited out, so you won't know about it. It's time for a GPK comic.
Excuse me, bud. Do you know a good place to eat around here?
Try Hoboken. It's delicious.
Yow, I'm on fire! Holy cow! Don't move, I'll be right back with some marshmallows.
We must be getting closer to town.
How can you tell?
I've been hitting more people.
Shut up, Shirley. Need I really state the obvious wishes? I think a picture will say 1,000 words. Charged Marge. Now you see, this one baffles me. If it was born with a cord on it, why would it feel typical electrocution if it were plugged in? Isn't it supposed to be plugged in? Spanked Hank. I'll be honest here. Growing up in the 80s, my dad used to spank me with a leather belt. I was a bad kid, just like I was, bad in the movie. So this card is funny to me because I used to line my ass with toilet paper when I knew I was going to get whipped. If only I thought of spikes and my dad used his hand, would this have been an ideal solution? Coleman Harry. Okay, this just makes me mention the worst hair that I've ever seen. Hulk Hogan and his skullet. Oh my god. All you 80s Garbage Pail Kid fans know what that was like, watching it and just trying to overlook it. Sherry Cola. What came first, the card or the poster? Lightning Linda. I'm just surprised the dog is dumb enough to stand under the umbrella with her. Taped Tate. You gotta ask why he taped his head anyway. I mean, who does that kind of stuff? Oh. Right. Laundry Matt. We'll be hanging out with Clean Maureen in about 20 minutes. Taste Bud. I don't get it. Pollutin' Newton. Look, it's February 28th. I wish I could knock this shit out of my ears. Anchors, skulls, fish, shoes, cans, starfish. But it's just too cold now to go to the beach. Arlene Latrine was cut from the Miss Garbage Pail Kid in round 3. Joyous Noel. Yay! I got the leg I've been missing. Once my penis comes in, I'm all set. Toxic Wes. I see your pain, brother. We all see it, but what can we do about it? Halloween. Oh, doesn't that bring you back to those GPK Radio Halloween specials? Abstract Art. Hey, look, they started working on ANS2 back in 1987. Burt Squirt. Look, if you're popping zits and there are Garbage Pail Kids coming out of it, then you got far worse problems than acne. Composition Booker. I love this card because Polluted Percy is stuck to the inside of the Trapper Keeper. One of my favorite overlooked cards. Didn't get overlooked. Bear Barry. Have you ever hunted bear? No, I've always kept my clothes on. Wee Wee Willie.
New swimming pool, huh? Did you paint that sign?
Yep.
How come it says ooh?
My dad told me not to make any pee in it. Ellie Deli. This looks sick, but can you believe people eat cow's tongue? Who are these people? And how did they decide that a cow's tongue was okay to eat as opposed to the other 8.7 million animals? What makes their tongues any less edible than a cow's? Punky Rocky. Hey look, most people in the world are assholes. Whether or not your kid becomes one at 3 or 23 really makes no difference. Touch Tony. If this happened to Tangerine every time she called one of her girlfriends, my phone bill wouldn't be $187 a month. Hey, check out how the color of the nameplate changes with the other alias. See that? Burt Food. Now that's creative. I love how the one bird dropped dead. Destroyed Lloyd. Well, the good news is you can buy him for 60% off out of season, being that Christmas is 10 months away. Another nameplate color change with the name. Slide and Clyde. The name of this card reminds me of one of my best Garbage Pail Kid fan art pieces. I didn't get credit for this one yet, so I gotta draw all the attention I can to the fact that this is my concept. Slip and Collide. I truly believe if this Garbage Pail Kid was made, it would be a fan favorite. Bruce Noose. Thank God Saddam Hussein's head didn't maintain consciousness after we hung his ass. Charred coal. Are any of us really worthy of heaven by the books? If heaven is real, it is one empty place, and hell has a waiting list. Rudy Canal. Great card. As you can see, the gags are still going strong in Series 11. Vomited. Now listen, vomit consists of bile, stomach acids, digested food, none of which are located in a spring. What are your 5 favorite movies, not including Garbage Pail Kids the movie? As a quick answer, my choices would be Point Break, Commando, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Psycho 3, and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Juice, did you ever get another van? Yeah, that was some night when those kids ran over my van. Actually, the next car I bought was a Trans Am. I had that for a little while, because as you could see in this clip here, Wally already had his own van. So you could see us getting in it. So we already had another van, so I just used that one for a while, and I kept the Trans Am, and I was good with that. How much money did the State Home for the Ugly give you for all 7 of the Garbage Pail Kids? The Stay Home for the Ugly's bounty was about $50 a head. They offered me $350, but I said for this bulk delivery I will take no less than $400, and I got $400.
Would we lie to you?
Drew Blood of the Garbage Pail Kid Wrestling Association has broken over 800 bones yet never lost a match. Mainly because Drew doesn't play with matches. Alright guys, well that's the end of the show. Pretty jam-packed, huh? A lot of stuff going on. Hope you enjoyed all of it. Just want to give a shout out to a few people. GPK Dave, Katie, the Master Sculptor, Strictly GPK, Four-Door Mafia, John Boy Potter 97, Sins 2213 GPK, Ejehemi 76, Collector 96, Robert Lopez, Chris Johnson, Wes K. Knife Evans, Mary Liposhak, Golden Hal, my old buddy, Mark Gowing, Chet Reams, Jeremy Viverett, David Baker, Steve Potter, my buddy, The Baron Aaron, Greaser Greg, Psycho Pimp Killa, Tony P 1492, Kermon, Jason 76 Basin, Big D, Adam Ant, Liquid Fox, Ike Spike, Corn Cobbers, everybody, and anyone I miss, sorry, it's hard to get everybody in there. Have a great night everyone, see you in 2 weeks. Later.